Hi everyone, this is Cindy the Crocheter, and I am here to inform you of my whips and my FOs. It's a little warm. Today was 25 Celsius, which is 77 Fahrenheit. Yes, I checked it before I came on. That's just didn't come off the top of my head. I want to welcome all of you to join my little video. Alrighty, where to start? Now, I pre-warned my sister that I'm going to be showing what I'm making for her. She already knows what it is, but not what type of design. This is like the bod show almost, because those are the patterns I'm going to be talking about mostly. And I'm eyeing this way because that's where my whips are. But first off, I am doing well. I actually planned on a live tonight, but then I'm like, no, if I do a live, then I want to spoil everything, and I kind of want to record what I make so that in the future, if YouTube is still around, I can go and look back when I'm like 70 and that and be like, whoa, that was me rocking that whatever. Anyways, so I hope you're all having a good day. I'm having a good hot day. Lots of you commented on my beautiful poncho, which, hey, so would I. I made one which is hanging up there in a darker color, but this, I'm just gonna roll it up. I don't know how many rows I did, but this is what it looks like. So as you can see, I did a full purple, full white, and I think this was like a 7-row repeat, but 4 rows of it is like the open space look. So I started off with Caron cotton, no, it's not a blend. I think it's just called Caron Cotton Cakes. And I can't tell you offhand, it's probably lavender or pale purple, but that is purple, and this is supposed to be a creamy white. Both are 4 weights. And this third one that I added in is the hipster yarn. And the hipster yarn is weight 3. So I combined 4 and 3 together. I was going to double the, I was going to double this, but I thought, no, it looked too bulky. So I ended up just going single with it. And then I decided, I want it long so it would go over my bum. So I added some more purple, and then 4 rows of the white, and I decided to finish it off with the blue hipster yarn. So it's like the color combo. So it's all hipster yarn for my fringe. And I thought it turned out beautiful. I'm quite proud of it. And not only that, she uses a size 6 hook, and I've been wanting to use my furl hooks, and my furl hooks are size 7 and up. So I grabbed my 7 furl hook that I was blessed with by a viewer, and that's the hook size I used. And I used 1 cake. Like, I used 1 cake of the purple, but I'm sure all the scrap that I have from the yarns, I'm going to do all the purple and see how far I can get with the purple. Then I'll add the white, see how far I can get with the white. I'm pretty sure I could make another one. Yeah, don't know if there's any more else to talk about. If you go and look under her like Crystal's shawls and ponchos, I would look for um, hers is the bright orange and bright pink poncho. So if you're just zooming the pictures, look for the bright purple, or not bright purple, but the bright orange and the pink and the yellow, and that's the right poncho video. So yeah, there we go. I'm just going to wear it so that it kind of covers my stuff. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick little knitting thing. Knitting. So last week I added 2 more knitting dishcloths to my stash. I did give 3 of mine away to my good friend, and it didn't bring her to tears, but it brought memories of her and her grandma, and her grandma trying to teach her to knit. So yeah, so I know she's one of the people who enjoy receiving stuff from me, and always says I should charge her, but I don't. So I made another one of these. Oh, there goes Bailey. Bailey on her motorcycle. Sorry. Every time I hear a motorcycle, see a motorcycle, I think of you, Bailey. In a leather jacket. The wind blowing through your hair. So this is my dishcloth, and as you can tell, it's a little wonky here, but maybe I can just make it where I can pin it, and then it looks good. Then I still have a little more of this yarn, but I found my other Christmas one, and so there is the short striped, and I don't know, it's slowly growing on me, the funky design, but I don't know. This one was made on the size 5 needle hook. Bailey's, I call them Bailey's needles because if I keep on doing that, then I can remember where I got them from. Oh, well, this is a washcloth, right? It's meant to get dirty. I think I put it on this dirty pan over here. So these are my 2 whips. Sorry, I'm wow. Can tell it's the end of the day. So these are my 2 things. So that is pretty much for my knitting, and I'm loving these needles. I'm a lychee fan. I'm gonna get the proper name for these, but I started this a couple of days ago, and then I kind of got involved with crochet again. So I'm loving these needles, though. I think I'm a driftwood fan. So, and I'm so tempted. I think I could probably finish another washcloth with just this amount of yarn. So that's kind of what's getting me all hooked on knitting as well. So that's it for knitting. Tune in, people who want to know the crocheting stuff. So I don't know if she is still selling her yarn. Sorry, my head's cut off. If Heather's Knit and Crochet, I believe is her channel. On Facebook, she was selling some yarn and then doing mystery bags. And I'm not sure if she's still doing that or not. However, I purchased some yarn that is not for me. This pattern is a bod pattern. It actually, in her tutorial, she was using comfy cotton, or comfy cotton? Yeah, yarn. But I bought some yarn off of Heather. It's Cloudborn Fibers. It's an alpaca blend DK in misty green. It's 70% alpaca, 30% nylon, and it's, well, DK, so it's weight 3. And it's 120 yards, and it was 10 balls. And I received it about a week ago. And it is super soft. I've felt alpaca before because I have a little alpaca stuffed animal thing. But this is nice to work with. It just glides through my hook. And it's just called an easy shawl tutorial for beginners. It's your front post, back post. And I started this June 6th. And because there's not many yardage to the balls, I'm just using all 10. Because in her video, 10 will be double the amount, I think, of what Bod was able to do. In her tutorial, she says she ran out of the yarn, but she would make it longer. So out of, did I say? 3 complete balls, and I'm working on my 4th ball. And so I have 6 more. So it's going to be a decent sized shawl. My sister isn't that huge. And I'm not really into the olive green, but I don't mind it. You know, I really love this pattern. It's a 4-row, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 4-row repeat. And I like it because of the front and back. It doesn't matter. You don't have to worry about which side you're putting your poncho on because it's identical. So I really enjoy this pattern. So it kind of took over my poncho because I'm loving it so much. It's just so squishy. This is a squishy pattern. So that is one of my whips that I'm sure will get done by next week for sure. Because, yeah, it's just something that's keeping me going. Thank you for listening to me, everyone. And I was watching a movie. If any Liam Neeson fans, he has a recent movie out called Blacklight. So during that movie, I started to really crochet my Comfy Cotton blend. I wish I could tell you I'm on like my 2nd ball and everything, but no. Once I picked up that yarn and hook and shawl for my sister, this kind of took the side burner, I guess you call it. So this is what I got so far out of the poncho. Now, it's getting there. It's getting there. So, again, she doesn't really have a specific name that I can remember. Just go to her poncho section, and I believe look for, it's the white. She actually uses, the Comfy Cotton in whitish, you'll see. And it's just hanging on a mannequin. But it's called an easy poncho. And it's all bobbles. Or puff stitches, I think it's called. Puff stitches. And it's a 2-row repeat. So that's why this is all I got on this. Because of the rows that you got to do the puffs. And if anybody doesn't know how to do a puff, that's where you got to yarn over. And then you yarn over 3 more times until you have 7. And then you pull all through like you do a single crochet and go through to make the puff. But she explains it very well in her tutorial. I'm really loving how it works up. It's a dizzy look, but I'm thinking it will look good, against just anything. I like this colorway. So that's all I have. My 2 blankets are complete. If you don't know what blanket I'm talking about, me and Lisa, the crochet lady. Most of you know her as look guys, and yes, that's just her having some spunk. That was probably not a good word to say. And I don't edit, so woohoo. But she has the spirit of, wanting to have a good time. So anyways, me and her did a best buddy Cal, and I did get the blanket done for my mom. I still have yet to transport it to her, and I did finish another one that I did. So I've actually completed 3, and I'm going to make a separate video, not explaining it all. It's patterned by Glenda Creative Grandma, a Winter in the Woods blanket. So if you want to go to see what I'm talking about, that is the blanket that I will show, and I won't really explain. I'll just maybe take pictures and do like a slideshow video. And my baby blanket, that's the artistian blanket. I just need to do the 3-row border, and then I'm completed on that one. It's just I got bored and I got into knitting and all this other stuff and wanted to do that. And I showed you everything I think that is on my hook. I don't have anything in my brain that I'm dying to do. I'm just focusing on the 2 yarns I purchased, make something, boom. I won't feel guilty that I purchased those. Because I'm going to wear them. I know my sister's going to wear and love the heck out of it. And if anybody doesn't know my sister, she is in a wheelchair. And I was thinking of what to make with that yarn. I thought maybe poncho, but then I think, if you know how when you wear a poncho, it kind of hangs at the sides, and so it'd be hard for her. I didn't want it to get kept on getting caught in the wheel, so I opted for, a shawl you can just put under in front of you, and you still have your arms free, or when she's like not wheeling around, she can always just wrap around. And if any of you have not followed her on Facebook, I'm pretty sure she announced it on Facebook, but she has been in the hospital between Winnipeg and where she is currently for about since last year in April. Actually, April on my birthday. Not a fun birthday gift. Or a few days after. Anyways, she's been working very hard since March to gain strength. Now, why she's in a wheelchair is she got a blood clot and she lost below her knee her left leg. So her ultimate goal is to get a prosthetic. She's been working with some wonderful physio team that spoil her way too much. It's like every second day I'm getting a picture and it's about her. Look at this. Look at what they got me. Look at who so-and-so got me. Look at who so-and-so got me. Oh, so-and-so, the nurse, decided to get me hickory sticks. And so-and-so decided I did such a good job in physio. They got me iced coffee and a donut. And I'm thinking, what are you going to do when you get home? Are you going to have to get on your scooter and drive to Swan River just to get she's well treated. Well, I'm so proud of the staff, for making my sister stay wonderful. But she texted me today that they are working really towards getting the casting and forming for a prosthetic. And so in a couple of weeks, she may be at home, and she can also get, what do you call it? The physio, she can also get physio care at home, like in her, where she lives, to keep up with the progress that she's doing. So she technically has only 11 more physio days, and they work her in the morning time and they work her in the afternoon, and they don't do weekends, and I think they don't do Fridays. I'm pretty sure. And there's been odd bumps in the road where she wasn't feeling well one day or there, so yeah. Oh, there goes Bailey driving by. So anyways, that's good news. Sorry, Kathy, I burst your bubble, but I'm pretty sure she posted it on Facebook. And if not, well, here you go. I'm spoiling the news. But I know most of you have met my sister through YouTube. And I'm sorry, I'm looking down. Autumn's like, uh-oh, my mummy's been chatting. She must be on a live or something. That's my cue to walk over here. Okay. So that's it about, and as for me, there are going to be changes within the next month or so. So I am probably going to step away and just pretty much maybe post pictures and stuff through my YouTube community post, because I am needing to end my Wi-Fi and then go get, and so all of my stuff that I'm doing is on limited data. Don't worry, don't freak out, everything is okay. God is good. God God waits for the very last minute, but that's just how he rolls. Because when he seems to wait for the very last minute, you seem to appreciate it more and realize, wow, you really do look after me and everyone. So yeah, and that is my story, and everybody is texting me. All I see is notifications. Hopefully it's not buzzing. But what else is there? But yeah, that's why I haven't been on the streets. It's a little stressing in my life at the moment, but it's stress in a good way. It's a mix of good and bad, but please don't worry about me. I'm still alive, I'm still kicking, and still being sexy Cindy with my, there we go. So, what else was I gonna say? Yeah, so yeah, like I said in my other video, when you decide to embrace life again and get out in the real world again, and it just seems to come all at once. But then you got to realize and be proud of yourself, because you think, yeah, okay, here's Cindy philosophy. If you don't want to hear it, that's okay. Take care and have a good time. Because I know not everything that I say, people may not have the same belief as me. But I'm going to say it anyways, because it is my channel. It's all about me. Okay, so I only have like less than 2 minutes because my time is ticking. But, and see, after all that, I don't even know what I was about to say. So it's to be continued. Maybe someone can remind me in the chat, and then I'll be like, oh yeah. But, I guess pretty much a lot has been going on in my life behind the scenes. and so has everybody else dealing with lots of stuff behind the scenes. I just want to let you know that everything is coming into fruition, whether I enjoy it or whether I, am thrilled for it. It's just things are happening, and it just things are just snowballing. So I've made the decision that I'm no longer wanting internet and again, and so that will cut my cost in half. And then there's a few other things that um, is just going on. But so such is life, I put trust in God, and He hasn't failed me yet. Whether I agree with His choices in that is another thing, but He's never let me starve or go cold or anything, and that's just my situation at the moment. Everyone have a blessed coming up weekend, and I hope I can do a live before everything gets cut off. Take care. If I missed anything out of my story, please ask. Don't be afraid. Alrighty, it's ticking down. So thank you. If you got any questions, just let me know.